Deputy Director of the Hurricane Center, Jamie Rhome, thank you for coming on again with us. Give us a sense of what your biggest concern is as this powerful hurricane continues to churn toward the coast.
My biggest concern is people focusing too much on the exact track with a storm that's going to expand in size as it approaches the Florida Peninsula, and you're going to get, you're going to get these hazards that are going to be somewhat removed from the center. For example, where the track goes, I think the heaviest rain and the flooding potential for, inland is going to be along into the north of where the center tracks, and so I'm worried people are just paying too much they're overemphasizing the exact track.
And we saw how quickly the storm strengthened. What about Milton is different?
I think it's going to be powerful and large. So what we're used to seeing is storms that are very, very intense but small, compact. Or we're used to seeing big hurricanes that are weak. I think with Milton we're going to see a strong hurricane that is also quite large, and it's going to be interacting with a cold front as it crosses the Florida Peninsula, which is going to produce some patterns in the hazards that people might not be used to seeing. And so the traditional way people view hurricanes, I don't think it's going to play out the way people will expect.
What's your message tonight to Florida residents?
If you've been ordered to evacuate, please do so. If you haven't been ordered to evacuate and you're in a hurricane warning, make sure you're in a structurally sound home, with nice building codes and good protection on the windows and glass. And if you don't have that luxury, try to find a friend or family member that you can stay with.
I'm sure there are a number of things, but what concerns you the most? Is it the proximity to Helene? Is it the storm surge? Is it the winds?
Unfortunately, all of those hazards are in play. And so, at the coast, clearly the storm surge is going to be the biggest concern. At the coast, you can see here this purple area. We're predicting 10 to 15 feet somewhere in that area, not everywhere in that area. At wherever that 10 to 15 feet occurs, it's going to be the biggest concern there. But then once you shift inland to the rain, let's look at this heavy rain. So everything in this purple area is high risk of excessive rain and flooding. And it's hard for people who live in Florida where it rains all the time to understand how rain is threatening. But this is not a typical afternoon thunderstorm rain. The rain rates in these tropical systems is often 3-4 inches per hour, which is 2 and 3 times the rain rate that you're typically seeing in a thunderstorm. If all that rain falls on concrete, right? Think about all the buildup that we've had here in Florida. You basically get an instant flood.
Deputy Director of the Hurricane Center, Jamie Rhome, we thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.